leaders and ASEAN senior officials that ASEAN has been too, what we call elitist. It has been an organization that is catered only for diplomats, senior civil servants, leaders and so on, but also simply because of the issues which we have been preoccupied with. First there was the Cambodian problem, then there were the refugee problems, the problem of peace and stability in the region, the question of Myanmar and so on, which have taken a lot of the attention, and the media likes issues which are more controversial. Rather than programs and activities of ASEAN, especially cultural programs that are undertaken by ASEAN member countries, there is very little interest. So we need, I agree with you, Master, we need, and I agree also with our lady over there, that we need to do a lot more in respect of socio-cultural programs. We should have even ASEAN Beauty Queen. Why do we have that? ASEAN in Europe, they have a Eurovision. We don't have an ASEAN Vision, ASEAN Song Contest or something. Or ASEAN on an annual basis cultural performance, or programs and activities, youth, ASEAN Peace Corps perhaps, to engage in social and activities and to help the rural poor and so on and so forth. But of course all this requires fund. We need funding. And perhaps here's where I think Japan can come in a bigger way, as Japan is a very important and a major dialogue partner of ASEAN, to enable ASEAN to undertake all these programs and activities under the social cultural blueprint of ASEAN when it comes into force. We have to do a lot more. But I am also disappointed with the
ASEAN or issues related to ASEAN. It's a boring subject, you know. I think so. What's what when
a boring subject?
Yeah, but other things.
I was worried that half the audience might fall asleep actually when I was.
And I think among the Malaysian public is more because ASEAN has been perceived as organization, elite organization, sort of things. So when even we among journalists talk about ASEAN, a lot of them, they used to comment, they said, they always talk, it's a very public kind of comment we made.
Well, it's true, we have more meetings than we should. But that is nothing new, because in the EU, when we visited the EU headquarters in Brussels, they have thousands of meetings, hundreds of meetings per day. Leaders fly in and out without any form or ceremony, and this is what ASEAN should be doing in the years ahead. People flying in just to attend meetings. You don't have to have formal dinners or opening ceremonies and so on and so forth, but just to attend to the issues at hand, deal with the issues and fly out. And we hope that Jakarta could be also like Brussels in many ways to act as the true headquarters of ASEAN. Of course, many good things done by ASEAN are not known to the public. Who knows that there was a meeting, for example, to work on some small programs and projects with regard to drainage and irrigation under agricultural cooperation, for example. Nobody would be interested, especially Malaysian journalists. They go for more controversial issues. The question of expulsion of members, suspension of members, perhaps the question of Myanmar, things that would be more important to them in terms of reporting. But not all these mundane programs and activities of ASEAN, which are actually taking place as we sit here. As we sit here today, there is an ASEAN meeting taking place in one of the capitals, which none of us actually really know. But the process, this is part and parcel of the process of integration that is taking place on a daily basis. So a time will come when hopefully we'll be able to achieve this goal of truly integrated region within this. We were, number one, very happy that they have taken the trouble to visit us and also other ASEAN countries to prepare a report and recommendation for the Obama administration. We have given our views and comments to Rakosa, the head of the institute, for them to carry back to Washington. We are not sure how much of the recommendations made by this particular institute would be favorably considered by the Obama administration. But we hope that when he talks of change, that principle of change could be reflected in a way that would be favorable to ASEAN and ASEAN member states. We certainly do not foresee under the Obama administration, the Secretary of State would not be able to attend ASEAN Regional Forum, for example. Under the Bush administration, twice, Condoleezza Rice was not able to attend ASEAN Regional Forum, which is not a good reflection, as it were. But of course, we understand that they are extremely busy. But we would like the US, under the new administration, to give more importance to ASEAN as an organization. And also to come up with more and more programs. You see, the US, sometimes, this is again my very frank opinion in front of His Excellency, the Japanese ambassador here, and our colleague from diplomatic corps, sometimes the US felt that China is doing more and being more competitive. There are more programs undertaken by China and perhaps even Japan vis-a-vis ASEAN compared to the US. And they feel that ASEAN is somewhat highly influenced, if not dominated in inverted commas by China because of the degree and level of interaction and cooperation taking place between the two sides. But actually, the way we look at it is up to the dialogue of our countries to come up with programs and activities. In the past, what was proposed by China were thought to be useful programs that we should implement. And the same applies to other regional, other dialogue partners. But as so far as the US is concerned, this is our perception, it was less forthcoming under the previous administration. So we hope that under the Obama administration, more attention will be given by Obama to the region. I heard recently that there is an interest on the part of Indonesia to invite Obama, because of his connection with Indonesia, to the region. He might probably be able to do so, maybe whilst attending the next APEC summit, perhaps, towards the end of the year, next year. And if he's able to visit the region more, if the Secretary of State too, Hillary Clinton will be able to attend all the ASEAN meetings and so on, we will be able to undertake more programs and activities with the US. As another important dialogue partner. Raposa is expected to eventually have further discussion with us, and we hope the inputs that we have given him will be considered favorably by the Obama administration. But again, they have their own views perhaps, but it is something that we look forward to seeing in practice, how the Obama administration is going to treat the region.